for moving towards the next round.
Yeah, 16-bit obviously in the driving seat. They need just one more win, and what a day it would be for them to win their first matchup, where actually it was a relatively close affair. And if there was a 2-0 Sengoku, it would be rather insane, honestly. And Sengoku, like you said, have got previous competitive experience in the mobile MOBA sphere. So we know that a lot of their players have had that competitive mobile experience. Sengoku, though, 16-bit, though, they have quite clearly proven that they have the mechanics to be able to compete at this level, and I'm very impressed. And as Dave said, maybe we're looking for that hero run through the lower bracket to again contest for the winning position in this tournament, because again, as Dave said, they previously won this tournament. So not this tournament, but the previous iteration of the tournament.
Yes, the preseason, something like that. But yeah, for the meantime, this is what Excondra loves. No invades that is happening as of the moment. Everyone safe and just mind their own business for the meantime, and just find an opportunity when maybe when the dragon comes out or before the dragon comes out, because of course even before the dragon comes out, you want to make sure that you are able to reset, you are able to get the goal that you want to get even before that happens. But yeah, for the meantime, matchup discussion on the bot side, you can see a Corki, Lulu, and a Star together with a Misfortune. What do you say about this one, Excondro?
Well, I mean, Lulu, there's a debate about whether Lulu counters Alistair or not. Just in terms of pure mechanics, you can polymorph him when he looks to go for the headbutt pulverize combo. You have the range advantage. So, in that sense, it is a counter. But with Alistair, you just wait for when those particular skills get used, and then you look for the opportunity to go for an engage. Plus, you have that ability to flash engage as well. And as you can see from Slash Moon right now, it doesn't matter, if you've got the range advantage over the Alistair, Misfortune single-handedly can win lanes with her double up. She's still super strong as an AD carry. I know they just nerfed her as well, but imagine what seeing how impressive she is now. Imagine what she was like before. Misfortune is a super strong laning AD carry, and really is kind of, I think, unmatched in terms of lane pressure, except for maybe a Draven, and then Misfortune scales much better than Draven in terms of teamfight utility.
Especially if that critical hit will be hitting the right target, like the Corki, almost to half-life from a while ago. But yeah, for the meantime, we can see Rush now going for a jungle invade as well, taking some from the top side part of the jungle of Team 16-bit gear. But for the meantime, in the middle lane as well, not much is happening, but let's see if Rush will be able to go for the Sonic Wave. No, not really gonna go for the dive. Gonna be dangerous. There's Vi as well, ready to back up in case. So, both of them, they're just playing safe to start.
Yeah, I mean, I think as a Corki Lulu, you probably want to in this laning phase. Like, Corki does not trade particularly well with the Misfortune. Oh!
In the middle lane, we just saw that Vi going for that ultimate onto that Gragas. Yes, Gragas died. And I think that was a good start. It was kind of risky because that was under turret. I even thought that the Gragas will get one kill away from that very aggressive play come from both the Zed and the Vi. But yeah, fortunately enough for him. I mean, fortunately enough for either the Zed and Vi, they did survive.
So this is a good start, clearly, for a Zed, right? Especially when you're playing a 1-3-1 comp. Like, again, we saw it in the game with next play. Like, if you can get your solo laners ahead and you're looking to execute a split push composition, this is a very, very good start for 16-bit. Just getting that little extra injection of gold onto Zed, that might now allow him to continue to snowball this matchup. And if he can continue to snowball, as we said, that's exactly what 16-bit are going to want. I'm also keen to keep my eye on the top side of the map where we can see the potential dive on the cards with the Vi. But here we go. Ooh.
Yes, the stun will connect, and unfortunately, that was a bad moment for the Kali to return back onto the cannon because, well, literally, the Lee Sin was there to back up as too. So far, we got a 1-1 in terms of kill score. But we're not even done because the position in the Dragon Pit is already on the side of Team 6. And for the meantime, we talk about the clash that is happening in here on the middle lane part of the map. Listen will be punished, and that was a bad time to actually die.
Yeah, I don't think the dragon should be forced here. I think you still have to be very aware of the fact that the misfortune bullet time can be absolutely insane. Now, the one thing that I would mention, oh wow, they're okay. The bullet time's not good. It's not good. Okay, never mind, Kasaya.
Yeah, Akali did manage to pick off a target in the middle lane part of the map, while the rest of the members of Team 16-bit was trying to take off the dragon. So you can say it's kind of a scattered play as of the moment, and I understand maybe why they're doing that as well. You know, you have to try to divert the attention of your opponent. Okay, where do we really want to go? Are we really wanting to go for that dragon's tail, or we help the Gragas defend mid lanes? So, I think I like the strategy that's already being pulled off so far by Team 16. Although it's not totally clear, but they are capitalizing on the assassin plays that they can do because of the composition that they got.
I think the problem is that they used the Kennen ultimate to kill an Akali in the top lane. If they'd saved the Kennen ultimate and just looked for a pure 5v5, they won that. And this is one of the problems that I think you have when you pick Kennen, is that you can't really waste your ultimate like that, because it's such a long cooldown in the early game that if you don't have it for first dragon fight, you're kind of like, I think, wasting Kennen's potential. And yeah, they opted to use it to kill Akali. Akali respawned, and what did they get for it? A kill. They could have used it much more effectively at the dragon fight, and that was the problem. It is what it is, though, and as we said, like you very correctly pointed out, they managed to isolate and kill off their individual targets in that team fight. Misfortune was desperately looking for an impactful bullet time, but it was not placed super correctly, and essentially they were able to pick her off individually too. Good dive happening in the bot lane, though.
Yes, for sure. I don't think the Zed will be able to do anything about this one, but yeah, we got a turret getting taken down by Team Sengoku in here, but the Rift Herald also went on the side of 16-bit. Plus, they also managed to get a turret on the top side part of the map. Will they get this mid lane turret too? That's gonna be a lot of objectives if they do so, but no, they're gonna be retreating just a little bit with that zone being done by Corky, just trying to free it and deal some amount of damage onto the members of Team Sengoku. So far, I think I'm still gonna give the lead onto, at least in the position, onto the side of Team 16-bit. But if you take a look at the number of gold that both team has, it's still pretty even.
Yeah, relatively close game still far. A lot of that is obviously offset by the first tower that they picked up. It's been a relatively low kill game too. You do have to be aware that the kind of like the hidden gold aspect of having a dragon, you know, the mounted dragon does give you that shield that sits on your health bar. So that's kind of like a hidden gold aspect that you kind of need to take into account. But realistically, a relatively even game so far. But you can see the 1-3-1 is starting to open up. The ability, the guys looking for the side lane split pressure specifically, they're starting to try to ramp this up now. The Zed obviously in that side lane. Yeah.
They lost the cannon this time. And they were willing to commit that ultimate from Vi. I mean, the cooldown in comparison to the cooldown of the ultimate from that cannon, you know, it's lower. So they're willing to take that for as long as they remove more potential for engages or of Sengoku. Sure, why not? So the cannon not being in the picture as of the moment, especially if we talk about late game time, then that's something that maybe Team 16-bit can capitalize on. They have to stop the 5v5, the 5-man engages that Sengoku might be pulling off, basing on their draft.
Absolutely, and I think you know, if you can get around that, and which they are attempting to do that right now. This is a very classic 1-3-1 that has opened up. I mean, I've talked about this in several games, but we've never really seen it like played out in a really like I guess classic way. This is a classic like played out execution of a 1-3-1. Oh, Corky.
Yeah, almost getting caught down by the members of Team Sengoku in here. Waiting in the bushes that Akali is trying to flank somewhere in the backside and forcing the members Team Sengoku to back away. Now we are in a 5v5 full-on clashes of the moment. He just preheating on the backline. Cannon is gone again in the map. Zed gonna go down as well. Misfortune too. And these are now just 3 members on the side of Team Sengoku alive. GA, is it gonna be popped? Okay, not gonna be used. Fortunately enough for Rush. He saved that GA for later. But look at that. Outer turret in the middle lane already going down, plus another turret or 16-bit man. 16-bit is just doing so good today.
Yeah, I mean, you know, if you're somehow drafting a 1-3-1 with 2 strong solo laners and still beating a team fight composition, you know you're having a good day. This is a good start from 16-bit. They're in a strong position to continue this game. Got to be a bit careful here, as you can see there is a potential oh my Kennen ultimate. That was not ideal.
Oh, that wasn't successful, and this is 16-bit just saying goodbye. Yes, we were running. It's fine. Seems like we're scared, but not really. It's you guys wasting that cannon, slicing Maelstrom. So, that's kind of a loss for Sengoku.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that I feel bad because I have done that so many times in games that I'm not going to flame it. Like at the end of the day, that's happened. This Akali's popping off though. It does unfortunately go down, but the Kennen feeling rather useless right now at 0 and 3 has gone for the Hextech Gunblade build as well. I honestly am not the biggest fan of the Hextech Gunblade build. I'll talk about it in detail why another time, but I think there are better builds you can go for. The bullet time comes out. Oh, Corki gets caught. This is not good.
Taking down the Corki. Yeah, that's not looking good. And this is Team 16-bit having to retreat, but fortunately enough for Zed, he takes down the Misfortune. Will there be any chances? Oh, look at it! Baron still coming from the side of Team Sengoku. Now the members of Team 16-bit needs to back away as they have to deal with the Baron buff that is in the hands of Team Sengoku.
Oh no, Kasaya, like that was really kind of cocky, I think, from 16-bit esports to go for the Baron. You're still going against an Alistair Misfortune. Those two can single-handedly turn fights around. The bullet time was so good from Misfortune, even though she got instantly deleted afterwards. And great secure coming from Rush onto the Baron. That might be enough to keep this game relevant and alive for 16-bit. That is something like Baron is one of those buffs that is obviously fantastic for pushing turrets, but it gets better if you're running split push. It gets so much better if you're running split push. I think.
Oh, now they're losing members one by one in here. Gonna get CC'd from here and there. Gonna get displaced. Now a double kill given onto the Listen. Plus they take 2 turrets up top as well as the middle lane. Akali doesn't have any choice but just to go for the split push work down bottom part of the map, but needs to retreat back because look at what is happening on the top side part. Their inner turret is about to fall down just like that anytime soon. In here, the Alistar as well is giving good amount of vision for his teammate as well. So, what was this? And not even done. We can see team fights just happening in here as of the moment. Again, I'm not sure if the Kali. I don't think the Kali can make it out. He's gonna go down at the hands of the Lee Sin, and just like that, getting deleted from the map.
That was just some beautiful micro play from Sengoku. You're really feeling Sengoku coming alive. You can feel the previous mobile MOBA experience as well. Akali tries to dash in with her first charge of her ultimate, body slammed out to it. Immediately Akali tries to execute with her second dash, uses the stasis enchant to prevent it. That was so good from Hack on the Gragas. That was absolutely beautiful from him. And you can now see that a gold lead has opened up for Sengoku for the first time this game. That Baron was very questionable. It was, I think, in my mind, I understand why they did it. They saw Lee Sin commit to a kill on the bottom side of the map, but they don't take Baron that quickly. And you can't count out the power of a Misfortune Alistair combination, even if they are up against a man disadvantage. That bullet time is devastating, especially in the Baron pit.
Yes, they should give more respect to the Alistar as well as the Misfortune. But for the meantime, this is 16-bit just regaining their position in the map as they put a lot of pressure onto the top side. So as the Akali trying his best to go for his split push work down bottom, they're going to give that Cloud Dragon away on to the members of Sengoku. Will they get sandwiched in here? Looks like Rush is ready to go for a flank on the other end of the map. This is gonna be a disadvantage so far, I think, for the side of Team 16-bit gear, but we fully commit onto team fights right now. Slicing Maelstrom, connecting onto some members on the side of Team 16-bit gear. Quite a messy team fights. A lot of HP bars going so low, and look at the members of Team Sengoku right now getting obliterated. And now it's just Lee Sin all alive, and this might be the best time to even go for more push in the middle lane as they capitalize on the missing members of Sengoku. So,
yeah, that was so beautifully played from both the Akali and the Corki. I genuinely thought the Akali was dead. She jumped back into the slicing maelstrom. I was expecting that to kill her off, but then the Lulu ultimate on top. Really, really good turnaround from 16-bit esports, and Corki's starting to scale up now. Like, Corki's got 2 items. He's working towards his Infinity Edge. He's started to deal some serious damage in these team fights. Or it's even GA. He's gone for GA. Obviously, delayed the Infinity Edge here, and that's going to be a crucial factor for the next team fight as well. This is a really clinical team fight that was executed on there, and I've got to give massive credit to Akali and the way that also Corki played it. They really played well.
Oh, looks like they want to pick off. All right, no more ultimate, no more slicing maelstrom from that cannon. Got popped off by that Zed in the bottom lane part of the map. They gotta wait a little bit before they might be ready for any team fight that might happen. Maybe somewhere here in the Baron pit, we don't know for sure. But they must be very careful on the engages. But look at that Gragas damage! One just obliterating the hell out of the Zed. And now this is one man down the side of 16-bit. You do not discount a Gragas. You do not discount a Gragas. But for the meantime, onto the top side, we can see a 1v2 on right now. We can see Rush trying to rush away from the hands of the members of Team 16-bit gear. He will fall down in the end, though. For the meantime, bullet time connecting onto some members onto the side of Team 16-bit. Not going to be enough because the stasis enchant was there to protect their lives. So, wow, what a play. What a play happening on both ends of the map.
1 step forward, 2 steps back. I feel like that's every time 16-bit. You know, they make a good play, but then they overextend in the side lane without really paying attention to what's happening on the rest of the map or without vision. We've got to engage again.
Oh, the cannon has fallen down. Corki is just obliterating everyone who's in here. They're not gonna go for a chase. They're not gonna allow Hack as well as even this Misfortune to just go back onto the base. But yeah, this is them still respecting the damage coming from the Misfortune. They have to retreat back, reset, and wait for the opportunity to go for a clean fight.
Man, they've really made Kennen feel useless this game as well, because look, I don't like the Hextech Gunblade build on Kennen. I don't think it's good. I think you're better off just rushing Leandries or Infinity Orb straight away and just skipping that very expensive item that doesn't really offer much to Kennen. But nonetheless, like, he used his ultimate in the top lane before the first dragon fight. He didn't get a huge impact out of his first ultimate, and he hasn't been able to snowball pretty much. So, you know, now we're really waiting for late game where he's going to become relevant. Oh, this is Akali.
There's a lot of answers incoming in here. Very low Alistar. No one to front line for the members of Team Sengoku as of the moment. Lots of team fight happening as of, oh my god, the cannon is gonna fall down. Hands of the Akali, 1 member down, and even the Alistar has to regenerate his HP back. But this is a position onto the Elder Dragon for Team 16-bit to contest. But they gotta be careful. Still gotta put some respect onto what the Gragas can do, as well as the Misfortune. And let's see what is gonna happen. Them committing almost all of their abilities and even their HP bars. Alright, we can see the bullet time already connecting onto some members of Team 16-bit. Akali just taking down the popping off that GA from the Misfortune. Not even missing that Misfortune again because he's gonna fall down onto the hands of the Vi. Not yet even done because as well as the Gragas having a hard time to survive on 2 ends of the map. And what a fight between that Corki as well side too. But let's take a look at what is happening in here between the Akali as well as the Lee Sin. Oh man, let's see if he's gonna go for a chase. Not too sure, but yeah, seems like he's just buying time this time.
Man, I really feel like the Darius game tilted our poor Curse off the face of the planet. He doesn't seem to be able to get into either game here. 0-6 feels like a very familiar scoreline for him, unfortunately. Rush just trying to buy time to maybe allow himself to smite the Elder Dragon, but he can't get past the Corki. There's the cannon ultimate coming.
Oh, no, still for the cannon. What a risky play. And this time, is he gonna... Okay, the Listen died, the cannon died. Could this be it anytime soon? The death timers are going heavy. We are almost now here at the 20-minute game time. They can take the Baron whenever they want. I mean, the Legion is gone. The Cannon too is gone. It's just the Gragas, the Alistar, as well as the Misfortune. But for the meantime, they have to deal with the minion waves flowing towards their base. So I think this is going to be a free Baron after.
Yep, free Baron, and they'll be able to finish their item spikes, and collect Corki package, and probably just run down mid. That's likely the way they're going to try and play this. Like they win an outright team fight at this point. I mean, look at the Alistair. Oh, I mean, he's just dead, right?
Man.
My goodness, the Akali just blew him up.
We don't care about your skin, Mr. Cow. And here we can see really good amount. Really nice play coming from this Akali, just perfectly making use of the stasis as well for himself. But I think there's gonna be an end anytime soon. They're auditioning. The members of Team Sengoku is auditioning to Team 16-bit gear. Okay, I'm gonna audition for a kill. Please kill me here. So I think this is gonna be it. This is gonna be a 2-0 win in favor of 16-bit. Congratulations.
There we go. That was a great game from 16-bit. A couple of small hiccups maybe in the early game, but realistically clinical. Honestly, the top laner, the Baron laner, he is absolutely nutty. This guy is so good.
Oh man, he's so bad, 0-8.